Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a new subscriber, thanks for stopping by. If you're an existing subscriber, thanks for always coming through. Into this video, I'll be talking about 5 things I wish I knew before becoming a software engineer, and I hope we learn some stuff from here. Let's go right in. The first thing is to never compare your path with anybody. Never compare your progress with anybody. You are unique in your own way, and your path is definitely different. You might be a group learning together, and some are making more progress than you are. Rest assured that you have different comprehension capability. You have different progresses, and the fact that you started out all together doesn't mean that you're going to have the same pace. All it matters is that you get to the finish line. Let's take for instance an 100-meter race. Everyone started out together, but not everyone gets to the end together. It all depends on a lot of factors. Some people are quite gifted and very smart, and you shouldn't be comparing yourself with such people. Even in the process of you putting in efforts to make sure that you stand out, you shouldn't also deny yourself of the accolades of your own visible progress according to your own pace. That's a very important thing, so as not to be discouraged in your journey. Very important to never compare yourself or never compare your progress with the other person. Another thing to note is that programming is not a get rich quick scheme. You shouldn't put your focus on starting out your journey and thinking of becoming a billionaire in few weeks, and that's definitely not possible. You should have a mind of a long-term goal. It's never a get rich quick scheme. It's not a part where you come into and hope to become a billionaire in few days or in few weeks, as many portray it on the internet. Yes, there's money in programming. The more you advance in your skill, the more you and the better you place yourself in the right spot for good pay, the better you position yourself. So advice is better to put your attention on improving your skill than putting your attention on getting the money first. Things have procedures, and it is good to always try to follow procedures in everything you do. It's just like every other professional part. Imagine thinking of studying medicine and or becoming a surgeon, and hoping that in your first few weeks of doing anything relating to your field, you become a billionaire, or you get a get rich quick scheme. Is definitely not possible. Everything takes time. Everything follows due process, and it's important to note that you are not in programming to make billions in few weeks. Yes, when you take your time and you spend more time in it, you're definitely going to get some cash reward from it. But do not make that your main focus of becoming so rich in a few weeks. Another thing to note when starting out your journey is you need to focus on the fundamentals. Try to get the fundamentals of what software engineering is all about, or what programming is all about. It is not about learning all frameworks or learning every other stuffs. Once you know how programming works, you can use this knowledge to pick up any framework. There are thousands of frameworks, both the ones in vogue, the ones popularly known, the ones used in private companies. Companies like Facebook have their internally built programming language that is not open to the public, and you probably wouldn't know how to use them until you get into the company. So the best way to learn those stuffs is by knowing programming itself, knowing the basics of programming, knowing approaches to solving complex problems with simple programming techniques, and not learning a language itself, but rather learning programming itself. That way, you are able to enhance your horizon of different skill sets. You can make use of different frameworks, different languages, with your knowledge of the basic programming structures, algorithm, and all of that. It's quite important to note that so that along your journey you won't be frustrated, and you will be able to keep track of different progress in different frameworks. So far you have your basic knowledge of programming. One of the greatest tip you also ever come across is never stop practicing, because like the saying goes, practice makes perfect. Never stop practicing, because the more you practice, the more you are exposed to new stuffs, the more you get you encounter a real life problem, the more you are able to solve them, the more you are able to navigate through different problems of your coding journey. Do not stop practicing. Build applications, build authentication apps, build different bootstrapped applications that you can think of. You can just think of an idea of a problem you see around and think of coming up with a solution yourself. That way you increase your problem solving skill, your mental process is being enhanced, and you are able to look at complex problems and give them clear and concise solutions. This is a very important tip to make sure that you never stop practicing. Never stop practicing, because practice makes perfect, and perfection is the game of the business. One thing to note is that you will get discouraged, you will get frustrated, but do not give up, because it's worth it in the end. No skill set in life is worth giving up on. So far you can put in the work, you can put in the mental work, because it deals with a lot of mental work, and make sure you put in the work. In the same vein, while putting in the work also including you resting at intervals, so as not to have a breakdown. The more you put in the work, the more you schedule out time for yourself to have breaks at intervals, so you could have a reset. It's just like your brain is just like an engine running. You should be able to give it intervals to rest, so as for it not to break down, or for your health not to break down. It's very important to make sure that this tip is not overlooked. I hope you got something from this video, and with my own approach and my personal thought of how to start out as a software engineer with these 5 tips, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Kindly like, subscribe, and share with friends, and help me with the YouTube algorithm. Please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in the next one. Ciao.